How you been on this earth for this long and you don't know how to process your emotions? One obsession of a man after another. You see how many bodies he dropped? Time to drop him. I got every right how to talk how I want. Hey Emmys, I'm Jasmine Emerald, and today we're starting the first episode of my Vampire Diaries series. And today I'm doing a Vampire Diaries Unpopular Opinions. Now these are legitimate unpopular opinions, so don't come for me, but I'm thinking about this from a realistic adult standpoint after rewatching the Vampire Diaries for like the 300th time as an adult. So my first unpopular opinion, I do not understand how Liz and Damon were friends considering he abused her daughter the first season. I'm sorry, but if it was me and if I knew that my child was abused by someone, I would do everything in my power to comfort them. There is no way that I can logically be like, it makes sense that they were friends in the end, because it does not make sense unless she just didn't know. Because to be fair, I'm not gonna hold y'all, Liz was kind of oblivious throughout the show. Let's be honest, she wasn't the smartest police officer because she was not aware that Damon and Stefan were vampires, or even her own daughter was one for a decent period of time. But yeah, it did not make sense for her and Damon to be friends considering Damon was abusive to Caroline. Like, logically, absolutely not. Caroline being with Klaus is wild to me. Like, when I was younger, I actually did not mind them, and I kind of wanted them to be in-game. A slight part of me still wishes they kind of did something in-game. However, logically speaking, absolutely not. The fact that Caroline even slept with Klaus is pretty still like, girl, are you serious? Like, that man killed your friend, killed her aunt. Well, technically killed your friend Elena when he pretty much killed her at the sacrifice. Killed your aunt, terrorized your family, your friends for a long period of time, girl. He killed your ex's mom. He also threatened you and tried to kill you. It was just like, girl, no, absolutely not. Logically, ain't no way. Hella irrational. There's no way. The way I would be scared of Klaus. Sure, he's attractive, but what does that mean when he's threatening you? Make it make sense, because it's not adding up. It's really not adding. It's not. Something is just saying no. It's giving, we're in this horrible cycle of abuse. It's giving, he's not good for you. That's what it's giving. Uncle John was the unsung hero of the town. I know y'all looking at me weird, but let's be realistic. He was one of the founding members, and his job was to protect the town from vampires. Because contrary, even though this show painted Damon and Stefan a certain type of way and made them alluring and all this stuff, they were villains. They were killers. They were doing things they were not supposed to be doing. They were predators. I would not want my child to be around no vamps either, because I would be looking like, girl, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? How do they benefit your life? Why are they even here? They old and they in high school talking to you. Make it make sense, because they don't. And it's like, I wouldn't want my child to be around them, you know, getting them in cahoots and they killing. Ooh, she an accessory to how many crimes? Absolutely not. Ain't no way. Uncle John, even though he was a horrible father, let's be real, he was trying to protect the humans. He was trying to keep everyone alive as much as possible, and he just wanted to get rid of the vamps that was killing people. It is what it is. He was a protagonist of the show. I don't care what anybody tells me. Even though I did not like him when I was younger and I first watched this show, watching it as an adult, Uncle John deserved better. Like, he actually was, he was for the humans. He would have been for us. I liked human Elena. I said it. I really liked human Elena. She was not as annoying as vampire Elena. How? How is it that you get into more trouble as a vamp than you did as a human? How can you not defend yourself? Why is it that your neck gets snapped every second? What is it? How do you not? You had training previously and now you can't do anything. People just kidnap you. And you know, she was getting kidnapped before, but dang, she had more tactics and kills when she was human than when she was a vamp. It was just like, girl, what's going on with you? Like, it's not. You supposed to be more stealthy. You supposed to be more. But it's given damsel in distress. It was annoying. Also, another reason why I did not like Vampire Elena, it was all Damon. Damon. Where's Damon? We need Damon. We have to find Damon. Girl, worry about yourself. It was just annoying. I really preferred human Elena. And don't get me wrong, human Elena was doing the same thing. Where's Stefan? Find Stefan. It was just like, girl, one obsession of a man after another. Let it go. It ain't that deep. It really not. It's not hitting. Elena really just like again, human Elena was more tolerable for me than vampire Elena. Jeremy had the right idea about leaving Mystic Falls. It was either I think it was Klaus that was coming after them. No, I think it was Cole that was the issue, where he was trying to keep them from waking up Silas and looking for the cure. I don't know. I can't remember what it was that happened, but Jeremy was like, we should just pack our bags and go. And they should have. They should have packed their bags and left. Because every freaking season, what did Mystic Falls bring them? Death, tragedy, more vamps, more death. It was just too much. It was like, I don't know if it was the doppelgangers or if it was just Mystic Falls was just a beacon of just supernatural problems. But they should have left. It's like, you a vampire. You could go anywhere and you just go a town over. No, sis. You supposed to go cross country, go abroad. You a vampire. You can afford it. Do something else. Don't just go to a neighboring college. I mean, come on. I just don't understand. If you are constantly in trouble, you are constantly getting into situations and people are constantly after you, why do you stay? Why don't you leave? Are you that stupid? You must be. Why? You could have just avoided everything if you would have just skipped town with your family, your friends. But nah, I want to stay in this town. It has history. Please. Speaking of Jeremy, Bonnie should have let him stay dead. You know, Jeremy became annoying for me. I will say, well, you know what? Jeremy was always annoying to me, to be honest. You know, I get he went through a lot of stuff. But after he cheated on Bonnie with Ghost Anna, I feel like Jeremy should have been with Anna. Even though Anna wasn't exactly a good person, I prefer Jeremy with Anna than Bonnie with Jeremy, to be honest. When he cheated on Bonnie with Ghost Anna, I'm like, girl, ain't no way. Cut him. We done. We done with him. It was just, when they put them back together during the whole Silas situation and him becoming a hunter, it was just like, for what? Why? Why are you making my good sis Bonnie settle? Why? Jeremy could talk to somebody else. He don't deserve her. He doesn't. You know, when he died and then when she brought him back to replace her, y'all know how mad I was. I was like, I cannot believe You sacrificed yourself for this cheating ass. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe you did this. And Bonnie was always being stupid, sacrificing herself for somebody. And I'm just like, girl, when somebody gonna do something for you? When? I mean, we not gonna include Elena being asleep in the box. She ain't have a choice. But I'm just saying, when? She really should have kept Jeremy dead. Like, he wasn't... I really hated Bonnie being a ghost the entire season and them talking to each other, and that was it. It was just, you know, it's like, girl, what if he cheat on you again? I mean, he has all authority to do so, considering he on the other, you know, he actually living now, you know? It wasn't it. Damon was a man child, and I don't care what anyone says. He was a brat. Whenever he didn't get his way, he would be acting out. You know, I get he was hurt. That man needed therapy. How you been living for how many years? What was it, 115, whatever? How you been living this long, bro? And you acting up like this. You killing people because you mad. When you don't get your way with Elena, you mad, so you do something ballistic. You know how crazy that is? Like, that's not it. You need to go to therapy. Like, you got all this time in your life. Get some help, you know? And Stefan, he was a man-child too, to some degree. Like, when he realized Elena was falling for Damon when she went through her transition of being a vampire. So when Jeremy and them, when they was hunting for the cure, this man was like, you gon' kill all these vamps so we can get this cure. And Stefan was just losing his... Like, I was just like, bro, all this because y'all want to be with this chick. And, you know, I get it, when you love somebody, it makes you do crazy things. But I'm like, y'all bratty than a mug, and y'all need help. Y'all need to grow up. How you been on this earth for this long and you don't know how to process your emotions? Yes, you feel them strongly, but you ain't even want to try and get some help, get some therapy. You can afford it. You can just do the little eye control thing. You can compel a doctor and be like, what's wrong with me? I'm going to tell you what's going on with me. You tell me, diagnose me, what I need to work on. Grow. Work on yourself. But it's like, nah, we're not going to do that. We just going to compel people. No. That's not it. Men, children, need help. Predators. No. Bonnie being cool with Damon, or like, at least just saving Damon pre-prison world, is wild to me too. Damon did so much stuff to Bonnie, bro. It was just very baffling that a lot of people were shipping them, because I'm looking like he's threatened her multiple times. He tried to kill her. He killed her mom and turned her into a vampire. He has done a lot of horrible... He threatened her grandma, her grams. It's just like, bro, there is no way. And keep in mind, everything that happened between them happened over the course of, I want to say, like 2 years or maybe a year and a half. And it's like, there is no way you could tell me that I would be cool with Damon after he did all those things. I would hate that man. I would not want anything to do with him. And I'd be looking at my friend like, girl, you crazy for dating this abuser. You crazy for talking to this man who doing all this stuff and just being out here wild in these streets, just murdering, dropping people. Like, excuse me, have you lost your mind? What's going on with you? Did they compel you to love them or something? Because, girl, this not adding up. I mean, even the fact that Damon killed Jeremy because he was acting out and didn't realize he had his ring on. It was just like, bro, Ain't no way. There is no way. Logically speaking, absolutely not. I would have been dropped him. I would have been dropped him. I'm like, me and Elena just wouldn't have been friends. I would have just been like, oh, you care about him? Okay, sis. I'm dropping him. You see how many bodies he dropped? Time to drop him. This is what we doing. Cause he off the hook, bro. It just didn't make sense that they became. I understood them becoming cool in the prison world because that was the only companionship they had. But pre-prison world, absolutely not. I could not understand her saving them. I know she was trying to do like make Elena be okay and stuff, but I'm like, ain't no way if one of my friends was dating someone or was cool with someone that was like him or Stefan, there's no way I would be like, yeah, let's go and save him. I'm gonna save him. Please. Absolutely not, girl. You will get over it. Last but not least, I feel like this gonna be the unpopular opinion that a lot of y'all gonna have an issue with. But honestly, truly, I feel like Elena should have ended up with Matt at the end of the series. I feel like Stefan and Damon should have just died, and it should have came full circle where Matt and Elena got back together and she realized that being with Matt was the better option because it was the life that she always wanted, where, you know, she would have had her family, you know, where she was the doctor, Matt was a cop, they would have had kids, grew up, like what Matt had wanted between them at the beginning of the series. Because Matt was the safest option for her. And Matt actually was the best person for her on the show. It's like, yeah, you could be like, Matt was kind of boring, but it's like Stefan and Damon were dangerous, and it was not in a good way. It's like you constantly putting your life in danger with these men. There's also the factor that these are predators. These are old men, technically. It's just they don't look old. They pretty much wanted to get to know you because you look like a duplicate of their ex. Do you know how toxic that sounds? Do you know how deranged that sounds? Like, it just made sense for her to be with Matt because Matt genuinely cared about her. Genuinely. He cared about her choices. He genuinely loved her, where it was, you know, regardless if she made bad decisions, he cared about her, and he never tried to manipulate her, like abuse her the way Stefan and Damon did. Even though, you know, Stefan and Damon added like dangerous aspects and like different types of fun, I feel like that's what their relationships were. They were for the moment. They weren't for long term, if I'm being completely honest. And Matt seemed like the best route for her to go, where it was like, this is who you should have been with. This was the person that has always been there for you since day one, even as kids. Full circle, this should make you appreciate everything you've been through, should make you appreciate your relationship with Matt. And that's what I was kind of hoping was going to happen at the end of the series. But at that point, it was no way Elena and Matt was going to get back together. The whole Delana thing, I'm going to make a whole video on the reason why Delana shouldn't have even been a thing. I'm going to make a whole video about the reason why Delana shouldn't have been a thing, even though I low-key was team Delana. But yeah, I just think Matt should have been Endgame, bro. That's just my honest opinion. But let me know what y'all think about these unpopular Vampire Diaries opinions. Let me know what y'all comments are and down below, because I don't know. I'm just like, I thought about this all from a logical standpoint as an adult, not from my teen mindset. I thought about it from my current now mindset of me being an adult and thinking about it like, yeah, this whole series was not it. It was not the move. Don't get me wrong. I love this series. I will watch this series all the time. It's my safe series. I keep watching it. I don't care. I watch it every month, and I do. But a lot of stuff people did in the show, it was just like, you dumb. Why would you do something like that? Irrational. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so check out my other Vampire Diaries videos. I'll be having some posted up really soon right here. I put the playlist up here. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys really soon in another video. Alright, bye.